Welcome to Shedding Light. This training video is designed to help you understand the design and the flow of the Greenpeace International website. GPI is the prototype and the first implementation of our new engagement platform, Planet 4. To get started, we'd like to remind you of the 4 principles that provided a thread in the design concept phase of the platform. Our task with this new platform was to help Greenpeace audiences take action. This is the core focus. The first principle is about reframing how Greenpeace presents the organization itself. While Greenpeace is certainly present, we need to take a step back and allow others to be the hero. The second principle, people power is social, is about utilizing the power of sharing and technology. We wanted to help users encourage people they know to take action. Planet 4 wants to help people understand how their actions matter. We want to share stories and vision, help people understand that working together helps us win campaigns and create change. Finally, we want to identify local opportunities for change-making. This principle is manifested through the content we as an organization will choose to share. One of the 3 Quaker principles that inspired the Greenpeace founders was about bearing witness and an obligation to act. Greenpeace is an organization that sheds light on topics, stories, and issues, and we, the people, take action. Shedding light uses diagonal intersections and gradients to lead the user through the content. These diagonals act like shards of light illuminating a story or an issue and driving the user to explore or to act. In more poetic terms, they replicate rays of light underwater or the sunlight filtering through the trees in a forest. As well as creating diagonal flows, our design theory, Shedding Light, redefines how Greenpeace uses photographic content to communicate. Throughout the site, we will combine issue and overview content with pictures of supporters, activists, and the general public, reinforcing the notion that nothing can be saved and nothing can be protected without people. In practical terms, an image of something happening in the world will be constantly juxtaposed with the people who are taking action and creating positive change. So let's have a look at the site. We'll start with the home page. You're looking at a mobile version. Throughout this presentation, I'll be showing you different device sizes so you can get an idea of what the new site is going to look like, depending on if you're using a desktop or a mobile device, a tablet. So let's start with the home page. It's a dynamic, engaging layout. At the top of the page, we have a dynamic content area. Dynamic content is content that changes regularly. Our diagonals are used to guide the users from one section down to another. So you can see the shedding light principle at work here. Towards the middle of the page, we have a renewable content area that might change on a weekly or a monthly basis. Before being an organization, a brand, or a movement, Greenpeace was a ship and an action. And as our fleet is one of the things that makes us unique, images of Greenpeace ships will always be on the Planet 4 homepage. Again, imagery of the topic or the theme will be combined with the people that make Greenpeace a global community of change agents. Of course, we'll have newsreels on the site. And towards the bottom of the pages, static or evergreen content will be accessible. So this is content that should be reviewed every once in a while, but it's unlikely to change frequently. So our history, our values, where our offices are, our mission, those kinds of things. Next, we'll take a look at the Explore page. We explore Greenpeace stories and people changing the world. So on this page, we introduce the issues and campaigns we're currently working on. The page starts with a magazine-style campaign story that illuminates an action that people took on behalf of our planet, stuff that people do for a more green and peaceful world. Below are the key entry points to our issues and our campaigns. So on the left, we have issue overviews. And on the right, we have renewable content, dynamic content, campaign-led content. This graphic dichotomy reinforces the importance of human action in tackling environmental issues. And hashtags and calls to action are clearly visible throughout the site to facilitate navigation and to engage users towards actions. As you might have noticed, the idea with the graphics is that backgrounds keep changing according to stories and campaigns. As mentioned in the color palette post on medium.com/planet4, the Greenpeace green will now only be used in the logo. As with the other page layouts, Explore ends with some organizational and evergreen content. Next, let's have a look at the issues page. Greenpeace runs campaigns to help us shed light on various issues. This page layout is designed to explain simply and effectively what problems or topics we're actively addressing. We showcase a positive vision for the future, what the environmental risks are around that particular issue, and most importantly, how people can make a difference. We show what we've already achieved and how people's actions matter in reference to the impact. And we show people what they can do. So opportunities to take action, additional resources, and related content are all accessible as visitors scroll down. Let's take a look at the ACT page, which is all about empowering people. Planet 4 users are the heroes in unwritten stories. On the ACT page, we'll present meaningful ways that people can take action to help Greenpeace win campaigns. These storybooks provide an easy overview of the actions that people can take. When a user clicks on an action, a take action, they'll be taken to a take action page. They're invited to act, and these pages clearly explain simple ways that a user might create change and support the work that Greenpeace is doing. It explains why it matters, what the problem is. Of course, we'll have dynamic multimedia content. We will try to show what our achievements are. And here in the What You Can Do section, we clearly outline exactly what a user can do to learn about this particular campaign, where the petition is, how they can share with friends, any behavioral change that they might have. The Take Action page is a versatile content type. By breaking down complex campaigns into simple sets of actions, we invite people to participate in a way that is convenient for them. It also gives campaigners an opportunity to experiment with different engagement tactics, thereby optimizing campaigns for maximum impact. This is an evergreen design. Greenpeace has over 45 years of history, and Planet 4 aims to showcase our unique history and content through the evergreen design. Once again, diagonals help us move the user through the page, and when there are images of people participating in campaigns and actions, it can be placed alongside of organizational content. The evergreen pages use the traditional color palette. You can learn more about the color palette by checking out our Medium post on color. Our final layout is the page layout for regular news, stories, and updates. So this is what a post might look like. It is a dispatch of information, and it always has an opportunity to take action. Again, diagonals lead us through the page. And we try to rethink the way that Greenpeace does content to really showcase the people who make our work possible. Author credentials reiterate that Greenpeace is a community of engaged activists, and related stories, as usual, are dynamically populated based on the taxonomy. Thanks for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed this overview of the new Greenpeace.org design. Be sure and check out the content training video where we'll go a little bit more in depth about how content works with the new engagement platform. That's all for now. Take care.